Raised garden beds. They are the modern organic gardener's best tool to growing a successful crop. They come in every shape, size, and color imaginable. I grow all of my fruits and vegetables in raised garden beds, from ever-bearing raspberries to summer basil and even winter spinach. And while I appreciate the simplicity of a raised bed slapped together with just 4 boards, I discovered a couple seasons ago an elevated design that changed my gardenscape. So let me show you step by step how to build an elegant raised garden bed with minimal skill and tools and even less time and money. So for this product, you're going to need a chop saw or miter saw, an electric screwdriver, an electric drill to make pilot holes, electric sander, and if you got it, a crown stapler, or if you don't, then hammer and nails. First thing we want to do is make all of our wood cuts. I start with my 2x4s and I start with the long sides. So you're going to need 4 2x4s of equal length for your long side. So if you're going to do an 8-foot bed, that means you need 4 8-foot long 2x4s. Then for the sides, you're also going to need 4 2x4s of equal length. Now for your sides, we calculate the 2x4 length a little bit differently. I know I want to build an 8-foot by 2-foot bed, and the common thinking would be that I would need 4 24-inch 2x4 pieces for my ends. But in actuality, if I wanted my bed to be 2 feet wide exactly, then those side 2x4s need to be 24 inches minus the width of 2 2x4s, which is 3 inches. So I make my side 2x4s 21 inches long. Okay, so we have our wood all pre-cut. Over here, there, and a few bits there. All pre-sanded, ready to go. Let's show you how I put it together. Once I know how high I want my raised bed to be, I use 2 more pieces of wood as shims to keep the 2 2x4s perfectly parallel. I can then go ahead and nail in my cedar planks, knowing that it's going to be perfectly straight. Next, I'll make one more identical short end of the bed. Then I can get started on the 2 long sides. Now, this part is important. When you're getting ready to nail in the cedar boards to your long sides, you have to inset them from the end. And you have to inset them the exact width of the side panels, so that when you go to put the 4 sides together, everything lines up flush. All right, so now we've got all the side panels built. Let's go ahead and drill our pilot holes so that we can put them together. So for your pilot holes, you want to drill them on the long sides. There's 4 holes per 2x4, 2 on each end. And you want those holes to be inset 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Use a drill bit that's the same diameter or slightly less than your screws. All right, all 4 panels are constructed and pre-drilled. Let's assemble the sides and get this bed going. This next part of the construction is optional. As it is now, with the 4 sides screwed together, your raised bed is done. However, after building a few of these, I quickly realized that the end pieces of cedar were completely exposed to rain and moisture. So to increase the longevity of the bed, and to really put a finishing touch aesthetic on each one of these guys, I started putting a top plate around the perimeter of the top of each bed. And the top plate is simply 2x4s mitered to make a perfect cap. Not only are the beds super easy to build, amazingly, they're even easier to carry and transport. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you love the look of these beds as much as I do. But honestly, they don't just look good, they're extremely functional and durable. You can literally make them any dimension you want. And structurally, with the vertical cedar boards, they simply don't warp or bow when heavy soils are introduced. As always, guys, leave any questions or comments down below. Let me know what you think of the design, and let me know if you have any specific questions if you do plan to build one. I'd love to hear from you. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already, but for those of you that have, I really do appreciate the support, guys, and I'll see you next time.